Market to Market is everywhere you are. Subscribe to Market on YouTube, find us on the PBS video app to stream on demand, and add our 3 podcasts on your favorite podcasting app.
Family members returning to the farm is common in rural America, but it's seldom a retirement project. Iowa Farms in Crescent, Iowa began in that way when Terry Troxell started farming her uncle's fields in 2007.
I didn't even know what a CSA was, really, when I started. What I knew is I wanted to grow vegetables.
Troxell is a retired physicist who yearned to farm. She followed her dream after her work at Stanford ended in 2006. Family helped her get up to speed on the science of agriculture.
2008 was my first season, and I cultivated 1/4 of an acre, and my uncle was still living. He coached me a lot on what I should be doing, when I should be doing it.
Over the next few years, Troxell spent time learning about how to set up her section of the farm, while the community provided revenue for the project through a community-supported agriculture group, or CSA. Iowa Farm saw steady growth in sales, both retail and wholesale, for its first 10 years as it served the Council Bluffs, Iowa, and Omaha, Nebraska markets. But 2020 brought a demand spike that stretched the capacity of the farm. As food supply chains buckled and grocery stores emptied, subscriptions to CSAs jumped. Iowa Farm grew from 51 annual memberships to 73 buyers as new customers sought a local source for some of their food supply. The growth has been followed by an increased rate of renewals.
I would say that over the years, my retention rate is right around 50%. Last year, I would say I probably brought back 65%.
The sustained growth matches the feedback Troxell receives from her customers.
I feel tremendous support from the members of the CSA. I feel the love. And I almost every week, somebody gives me positive feedback via email. I love the vegetables. I love the greens. The greens are fantastic. This is so great. I just love this.
Many of the new subscriptions in 2020 came from first-time CSA buyers, and Troxell discovered managing their expectations of variety, volume, and quality is a challenge. As customers grew adjusted to the variability of Midwestern produce, they looked forward to their delivery.
I hear I love Iowa Farm all the time, so it's like we're part of the family. When it works, we're part of the family.
200 miles to the north in Algona, Iowa, Moonlight Farm saw a similar sales spike in 2020. The 15-year-old CSA added 12 subscriptions as new customers made a hedge against the unknown.
And then 2020 came and the CSA just ballooned. So we were getting calls from people we've never talked to before, customers we've never heard of.
Unsure if farmers markets would be held in 2020, the Bodies took the chance and directed all of the year's produce to CSA shares. The plan worked, and customers have returned for more in 2021.
This is the biggest year we've ever had with 96 customers.
A CSA in a town like Algona goes against convention. CSA agriculture is more common near population centers, where customers are more adventurous in their cooking. Despite a population of only 5,500, Moonlight Farms is finding customers in this rural town willing to try new things.
We don't try to do anything super crazy because we found that it's not a great fit here, and that's just fine. I mean, we both grew up in Iowa. We know what the diet and the palate is here. This is just trying to push people a little bit further into getting more vegetables on their plate and enjoy them and share them and eat them again and again. If the only vegetable you ever eat is sweet corn, how can we improve upon that?
The Bodies wear multiple hats during the week. Both Joanne and Benny have part-time professional jobs in Algona. The farm also raises 15 acres of pumpkins for wholesale customers around Iowa, in addition to 500 acres of conventional corn and soybeans in partnership with family members. The juxtaposition of non-chemical vegetables and full chemical commodity crops is not lost on the Bodies.
Yeah, it's kind of a paradoxical world because our vegetables are grown with as little chemicals as possible, but the corn and beans is pretty chemical heavy. We grow all GMO corn and beans, and in the vegetable world it's completely opposite. So I kind of have a very paradoxical world. One day I might be spraying chemicals on all the soybeans, and the very next day I'm just pulling weeds by hand in the garden. And I kind of enjoy that balance. It makes me feel a little bit better grounded as a farmer to be in the two different types of soil. And I do see the different types of soil.
The Bodies have found the vegetables are more forgiving when compared to the corn and soybeans, which take priority.
So the vegetables will always take a back seat to the corn and beans, just because we can play catch up a little easier. It's a smaller garden, and I can pull the weeds easier in the vegetables. But when corn and beans need attention, they need attention right now.
Yeah, someone's got to pick the basil.
While a tumultuous 2020 has resulted in a CSA that is on better financial footing, Moonlight Farms has also found its production limits.
To get bigger, I would have to get some more help. And I really like our operation because it is our family with a few friends helping. I really like that size of the operation because it just makes me happy. It's nice to know that our family is doing this business together. And while it might be successful to go bigger and bring in more people in the vegetable world, I've chosen to keep it this size. I like it like this.
For Market to Market, I'm Peter Tubbs.